I want is for Montserrat to be a better place and for the people to benefit. If the people are not benefiting, then what's the use having a minister? The people must benefit. What's the use getting paid if in case that the people are suffering while you get a salary and everything you're trying to get done, you get blocked? If you're getting blocked, you need to come out and let the people know that you are getting blocked. If you are the premier and everything that you put forward is being rejected, you need to come out to the public and let the public know what's happening. Even if in case you have to lose your position, it doesn't really matter. Position means nothing. When you go to the graveyard, what position they put you in don't mean anything either. While you're alive, position mean nothing. People need to start doing things for the people and not for themselves. If I am an elected member and things are not going my way, that's exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to say straight up. At the end of the day, I am not willing to work with you because everything I bring forward is rejected. And at the end of the day, I'm not able to represent my people. So it doesn't make sense for me to continue in this position. Because remember, if you're not needy, you can talk that way. But if you're needy, you have to accept everything that comes to you. And this is a straight talk. I wish that more ministers would just come straight and talk to people like this. Because at the end of the day, the people need to know how you think. Not just answer a couple questions, not just hear what you're going to do for people when you didn't even ask people what they want, what they need. People are going out there saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that, but they never ask the people what they need. And that is an issue in Monza. People not asking people what is it that you need. You're not asking the young people what they need. Some people believe that young people only want recreation, but I'm talking to a lot of young people who want apartments, who want to get into farming, who want to start a business. But people are looking at young people and think that young people only want recreation and to have fun. But the young people in Montserrat are very serious young people. They have their head on their shoulder. Young people watch and see what other people do. The number of young people watch me and tell me, I realize that you're no longer into car racing, but you're into buildings and business. And they're saying to me, they want to follow that pattern because that only makes sense. If in case that's something I'm doing, then it makes sense to them that they try to do the same thing too. And that is the reason why I'm so interested that the crown land, the government lands, be allocated and cleaned, be cleared so people can actually see what is available and people can have access to these lands. Because trust me, the young people in Montreal is not like before. They're very serious and they want to have assets and not liabilities. And I would never push a young person into telling them to get a liability. That's not me. I would never ever tell a young person to do things that I know that are liabilities to them. I don't really care if in case it might sound boring, but at the end of the day, I know that young people have access to the internet and they're seeing what other people are doing for themselves. And I'm extremely proud to know a lot of young people has changed the way how they think. They are no longer interested in nonsense. They're actually interested in things that make them money. And that is one of the reasons too why I have no issues passing on my knowledge to them so they can be successful and even more successful. I want them to be even more successful than I am. Because at the end of the day, if I could get 100 young persons in Monza to be more successful, I think that I would have done my part for the community, for Montserrat. So when people ask the questions like why you want to be in politics, these are some of the reasons why you want to be able to be in a position where you can give the opportunities to people of Montserrat, the young, the middle aged, and the old. The old is a whole other subject that I would have to get into. That's another long subject because the elderly people need to be cared for and certain arrangements need to be made so that they don't have to be back and forth, especially when they get in their prescription pills and so forth. You know, the elderly has done their part in the community, in the country. At the end of the day, we have to look out for the elderly and make sure that they're comfortable and happy. So, there are many things that I could touch on, but I'm just trying my best to touch on some of the subjects. But I'm all about development, and I'm all about private sector development. I'm also all about getting people to come out of government and be in the private sector as long as the opportunities are available. Because I know that majority of people in government do not really want to be in government. We have to empower the people. As somebody who is trying to represent people, it has to be more than yourself. You have to all about empowering people, guiding people. We need people that actually guide people to better themselves and be better than the person who is talking to them. I want people to be better than me. That's for sure.